All right, I realize I don't think I've made a video about The Walking Dead Dead City yet. I've been meaning to. I've just been too busy. And yeah, I have lots of excuses, but I won't make them. So, The Walking Dead Dead City. I grudgingly admit that I am enjoying this show. It is, I would like to say, the Negan show. I hated the first episode. I thought it was very bad. It was, when I wrote about it, I was annoyed because you got like a bar with neon signs going. It's like it's the weirdest apocalypse, right? They have dirty glasses in the bar, but they've got neon signs. So they have power to make a neon sign light, but they can't wash their dishes. The marshals, like these old, like Wild West marshals, why do they dress that way? This isn't the Wild West. That's like a Fear the Walking Dead thing with like the cowboys, in season 6, I think 5 and 6. And then the wanted poster, like they can print a poster out, but they make it look like, what are they cosplaying? Like it looks like an Old West like wanted poster. Why? Why does it look that way? It's not the Old West. What the Wild West? Whatever. And then I didn't like the Marshall character, and I still don't like him. He feels superfluous, but I think like where he's at now, if they'd made him like an honorable, like likable character rather than a monster, we would care more about his situation. Instead, I just don't give a shit, and I hope they just kill him. Like, he's obviously a bad guy, so I don't care. But Negan's great. I'm a little tired of Maggie and her shit, like, it's like you got at a certain point, like, if you're going to ask Negan to help you, you just have to stop constantly giving him shit about him being a bad guy. Because yeah, now you've asked him to help you, so now you just got to let it go. Like, you're the one that showed up, and you're the one that said your beef is over pretty much, and, like, here you are, so just let it go. And they do that a little bit in the third episode where they kind of have a heart-to-heart, which was nice. But Negan, he's had a couple great scenes. In the second episode, he has that scene where he takes this guy that he captures, basically, and he takes him up above all his dude's thug friends, whatever, and tells a ridiculous knock-knock joke. And then he guts him, and, like, he cuts his throat, guts him, pours blood all over everybody, and guts are coming out, and it's like old Negan back again, but instead of doing all this like showmanship, crazy violence for the saviors, he's doing it for Maggie. And Maggie gets this view of like, oh, like, he is doing this. He's doing this to help us. Like, he's on our side now, and it's scary, but she sees kind of why. And it's almost like that's, you see why he did what he did with Glenn and Abraham and whatnot. And Glenn and Abraham, to be fair, did much more to Negan and his people, to the saviors, than this guy had ever done to Maggie or him. These people had snuck into one of Negan's outposts and murdered people in their sleep. We can't forget that. So I'm really enjoying Negan. Maggie, take her or leave her, honestly. Lauren Cohen, I still think she lays on the accent a little too thick. I think she's gorgeous, and I think she does a perfectly okay job. It's just that I just think her character has been defined for so long by Glenn and by all her family members that she's barely had a chance to like become her own character, and I think that's unfortunate. The setting itself is cool. I like Manhattan. I think it's filmed pretty well. I think that the actual conflict is kind of dumb. Like, we just have another this Croat guy. It's just another cartoon villain, basically. Just another over-the-top bad guy who, kills his own people and la-da-da-da-da. Like we've seen it all before. It's kind of getting old. I don't know what they should do differently, but not this. Maybe instead of setting up a clearly villainous character, set up a less obvious, more ambiguous conflict between people who are neither totally good or totally bad. Sort of like season 3 of Fear the Walking Dead with the Autos and the Native American tribe. That was a really great conflict because both sides did bad things, and both sides were relatable and likable in their own way. Crazy, right? And they were fighting over something that felt very realistic. Water in the desert. in the context of a zombie apocalypse. And that's just, there was other good stuff in season 3 of Fear the Walking Dead. But here we are with a cartoon villain. At least there's some connection between him and Negan, which could play out in an interesting way. And I did think in episode 3 when they were doing their little prayer ritual, like the rebels were with Maggie and Negan, and how that was kind of contrasted with the Croats people and their like sort of almost fascist chants, like that was an interesting parallel, and I like to see these different groups established, and I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't have much faith or trust in this show. In this franchise, in the Walking Dead franchise, in AMC, in the people that they've chose to run these shows. I don't have much faith or trust. I go into a show like this with very low expectations and without a whole lot of interest. Like, I am kind of at my wit's end with all this stuff. And I go in thinking, well, it's probably going to be pretty mediocre. At best. It's going to be better than Fear because, literally just watching monkeys shit would be better than Fear. So, but this has exceeded my expectations, and so I'm a little torn. Like, am I genuinely enjoying this? Because there are parts that I'm genuinely enjoying. Or is it just better than Fear and then The Walking Dead has been? So it's just a step up, a step in the right direction. It's better, but is it as good as so many of these other shows that are out right now? I don't know. I guess we're going to have to see where it goes. Like, there's been some great moments, but it's still The Walking Dead. There's still uneven acting, uneven writing. There's still some of that Walking Dead dialogue that just feels sort of stilted, and I don't know. I do not know. I am definitely more invested in this than I've been in The Walking Dead in a while. Like, I'm looking forward to next week. I'm excited to see what happens. But there's this part of me that's just like, the other shoe's going to drop. Something really dumb's about to happen. Not something really bad's about to happen. Something really dumb is about to happen. That is not how you want your audience to feel when they're watching a gritty zombie drama. You want them to be on the edge of their seat, like, is somebody that I care about going to die? But probably not, right? Probably not. So hard to get invested in that, but I am cautiously optimistic. Let me know what you think of Dead City so far down in the comments, and please do like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. Thank you for watching. Peace.